Yes, I was saying long
uh,
time no see.
yes.
This
Not
is
see or not, not see or not hear my voice.
oh yeah, but well, this is an expression for people who didn't meet for a long time. So it's even if
This
even,
is.
yeah, even if we didn't see each other before, it's long time no see. That
Mm,
okay. This expression is said when two people don't meet for a long time.
mm,
Like in Arabic, when you say likwahsha.
mm. Thank you.
You're welcome. So that was really something out of expectation to stop the course in the middle. But inshallah, it's everything is gonna be fine. So
Everything is okay now, alhamdulillah.
alhamdulillah, things are getting better by the blessings and help of Allah and support of Allah. And at the time that I postponed the course with you and delayed it with you, the problems were very strong. So that's why I had to stop the course.
Mm,
I stopped it for like about a week, and then the feast came, and because you were doing the pilgrimage. By the way, doing Hajj is pilgrimage. Doing pilgrimage.
do we? Pledge, rummage. Uh, pledge, rummage.
Yes, pilgrimage. Pilg,
Bell.
pilgrimage. Pilgrimage, to do pilgrimage يحج.
Mm, mm.
الحاج نفسه pilgrim. Pilgrim.
Playground. Mm.
Pilgrim. Pilgrim. P-I-L, not P-L-I. Pilgrim.
Pilgrim. Yes.
Okay. Um, what else? رمي الجمرات, you can say stoning. Stoning.
Mm.
Stoning. Or throwing stones. Throwing stones or stoning.
Throwing stones. Mm.
And they call it sometimes pebbles, by the way. Pebbles, الحصى.
Mm.
Or
Mm.
stoning the devil.
Stoning. Stoning يعني. Stoning, what's the meaning?
Stone, the word stone means الحصى also. And but it can be used
Mm.
as a verb to stone
Mm.
somebody. If you
Mm.
stone somebody to death, that means you throw stones at him until he dies.
Mm.
Like if two people, a man and a woman, if they are married and have a relationship with each other
Mm.
that is not allowed for them, then they are stoned to death. Stoned
Mm.
to death.
Mm.
الرجم حتى الموت.
Mm.
Okay, what else in the Hajj that you do? You can say tawaf, to go around the Kaaba.
Mm.
And there is another word that is harder than it, which is to circumambulate. It's hard a little bit.
Circumambulate
Yes.
the Kaaba. Mm.
What else? الأضحية.
Mm.
أو يضحي الاثنين. Two of them are the same word. Sacrifice. Sacrifice.
Sacrifice. Sacrifice. Mm.
Okay. What else? In Hajj, what we do in Hajj.
حلق الشعر والتحلل.
Okay, we can say حلق الشعر to shave the head.
To shave the head.
تحلل, we have to explain it. We have to
Not
explain it.
one mean.
Yes, we
Not
have
one
to,
word.
yes. Try to explain it, Mr. Sabri. Try to tell me the meaning in English.
تحلل to give يعني no يعني بلا قيود أو
Okay, try to say it. If somebody
the man become the man or what or not the man the people will be
يتسمح لهم بحاجة يبقى معناها ايه؟
available to
will be allowed. Will be allowed. يعني مثلا, if somebody comes to your office, Mr. Sabri, and he wants to do something, you allow him to do something, or you permit him to do something. So you can say people will be allowed, or people will be permitted.
Permitted or allowed
To do
allowed to do everything or what?
Yes. So people are allowed to do anything they want that they were stopped from doing at the time of Hajj or the time of the pilgrimage. Okay. People now are free to do whatever they want. Or they're free to do the things that weren't allowed at the time of doing the pilgrimage.
أو the people will be يعني بدون قيود هيصبح بدون قيود أو
they people
قيد يعني
will be without. Try to put a word, Mr. Sabri. Try to put a word. قيود. What is قيود?
People will be without.
Yes, I want you to continue the word. Yeah. You don't have to get the exact word. What's the meaning?
I know the exact word, but now I forget it. No.
Starts with L.
No. Begin with L.
Yes.
People will be without.
Without limits or limitation.
Limitation.
Yes.
Limitation.
People will be without any limitations.
But I think okay. يعني there is another meaning.
Restrictions.
Yes.
Or restrictions.
Yes, restriction.
Yes, this word is used also to limit somebody from doing something. Like if you say selling drugs is restricted in this country. Okay.
Yesterday I meet. Yesterday I meet. I meet or I what? Meet.
I met.
I met the teacher. My son teacher.
My son's teacher.
My son's teacher. Yes.
Yes, like this. It's like
I met my son's teacher yesterday. Yesterday, yes. And when he saw me, he told me how are you? Only how are you? This يعني this sentence يعني very simply and very يعني very clear and I cannot يعني I cannot speak with him بطلاقة يعني أو يعني
Fluently.
easily.
Mhm.
I told him fine, okay, how are you? Like this, not this is very simple sentence, but I cannot يعني make simply conversation with him. This bad thing.
But now you're talking with me, Mr. Sabri, mashallah. So what do you think is the difference? Now you're talking, you're not afraid, and but with him,
Maybe
what
mm,
do you think it's something emotional?
uh, I think suddenly, I think no, maybe two factors. Like I think the sudden look,
Mm.
hmm. And another thing, I think no أخدناها قبل كده بس أنا نسيتها ثقة.
Okay, well,
No.
I'm sorry, Mr. Sabri. Any word that you're gonna say in Arabic, you're gonna translate it. أخدناها قبل
Mm,
كده. بس أنا نسيتها. How can you say this in English?
okay. You told me the meaning of this word, but now I forget.
Yes, now
I
for
think this is the second thing. Maybe this and these two factors. Maybe.
no problem. I think it's the point of that you have to push your limits, Mr. Sabri. Anyone has his. Have you heard about
Hmm.
something called the comfort zone? Everyone has his comfort zone.
Everyone. What? Sorry.
Everyone
Hmm.
has his comfort zone.
Come. Yes.
This comfort zone, this is like you can say a situation or a way of life that we don't like to change or to challenge or to do something new with. This is the comfort zone. Comfort means something that makes you feel uh, pleasure, that you feel that you are not stressed, you feel that you're happy. We don't try to do anything new because maybe this is going to be stressful, it's going to be hard, it's going to require effort. So what we need, especially when we use the English language, is that we have to push our limits. We have limits. We should try to do something challenging. Like maybe next time when you meet like a foreigner, go
Hmm.
and talk to him, Mr. Sofi. Don't wait until he speaks. You start. You have the initiative. When you have the initiative, that
With you or what? Or,
so
speak with you or what?
yes, yes, like at work, if you are with a teacher of your kid, just go and talk to him. Go directly and talk to him in English.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, open any topic. You don't have to talk about something complicated or something hard. You don't have to do this. Just open it. How are you doing? I heard this about you. Is this true? Are you from England? Oh, what is England like? I wish to go there. So tell me about it. And then when the conversation becomes friendly, you're gonna find the flow of the conversation will
Mm.
follow what's happening. Why? Because sometimes the reason behind that we are afraid to talk, it's not because of our confidence. Of course, mashallah, you have a confidence because you're a manager, you're the engineer, so mashallah, you don't need this. What you need is to break the ice with the person because we have different cultures, we have different, we're talking a different language. So what we need is something personal. It has nothing to do with the language. It just break the ice with the person, Mr. Sabri, like and try to ask him about something personal Um, and he's going to ask you too. So, are you from Egypt? Well, tell me about Egypt. I heard that we have problems nowadays. Do you think of coming back to it or not? You're going to find points and some of the issues that you can raise and talk about. This is going to encourage you for the next time to talk
mm,
even more and to open something even more complicated.
okay, okay,
Mhm.
inshallah. All of this with you, not another one. No, no, يعني, no one.
No, no.
You.
I'm saying with other people, even at work.
With other people.
Yes.
But
Like
يعني
if
this not. Okay, I will try because I have not uh, this personal conversation with another one here. I think this difficult, but I will try to make this.
yeah, make it something like simple, like how are you doing? Tell me about yourself. I heard this about you. Do you have kids? Something like this. You just start a normal conversation, and
Mm,
when you're friendly with people, they're gonna be friendly too. So they're gonna ask you questions too. So it can help you use the English that we took. It's gonna be practical, and it's gonna really make you feel that it's not so hard as it appears.
yes, yes, I
Mhm.
think so.
Mhm.
Mm. Everyone has his comfort zone. I don't catch the exact of this comfort zone. This mean
That means this is the, you can say, uh, the normal way of living that we are used to.
that we are used.
We are used to live in this way. We don't want to try new things or anything challenging.
Challenging. Challenging mean new thing, right? Or
Uh,
challenging.
to challenge somebody, that means يتحداه.
تحدي.
Challenging something متحدي, something
مم.
بيمثل تحدي. Anything challenging us or causing us any stress or load.
Yes, okay. Yes. Mm.
Just this is the comfort zone. We don't like. This is normal.
Mm.
This is something normal, psychologically normal. Anyone has this comfort,
Mm.
and we have to have part of it. We cannot just live our lives without 100% of the non-existence of comfort zone. We have to have it. But if it is 100% there, it can stop us and can limit us and can restrict us from doing new things.
Mm.
So it's like, the thing that we talked about last time through the WhatsApp when I told you about this, Mr. Sabri, when you asked me about the curriculum and what's your way of, or the methodology that you teach with, and I told you this is the balance between the right hemisphere with the left hemisphere in the brain. One of them, which is the left side, is responsible with the analytical parts. It deals with how to deal with things that you are experienced with. Like you're an engineer, you are a manager, a lot of things in this field. So the left side of your brain mostly deals with that. But if something new happens, the right side of the brain now is in control. So
Mm.
we have to have both of them. If we depend on the left side of the brain now, that means we are just depending on the comfort zone. If we depend only on the right side of the brain, that means we don't have established life. We're just doing things randomly without
Mm.
any goals or without any plans. And both of them are catastrophic. Both of them are wrong. So it's a
Mm.
balance between both of them. This is my view of how
Mm.
the world
Yes.
should be. And that means we shouldn't be so liberal and we shouldn't be so conservative. Should be in the middle. In America they have something called the Liberal Party, or the Democrats are liberals. liberalin. And also
mm.
have the conservatives. Conservatives is to conserve something, that means to protect it, to conserve.
Conserve,
Yes, to protect something.
protect,
Conservative,
yes.
yes, conservative, that means المحافظ غير محافظ.
Mm,
المحافظ
mm. Conserve, mm,
conservative. The opposite, this is the opposite of liberal. So we can say that one part of the brain is conservative and the other part is liberal.
mm,
One
mm,
wants to try new things, doesn't have restrictions, doesn't have limitations, the right side, and the other side has the conservative parts. Don't try
mm,
new things. These are our principles. We cannot change these things. They're fixed on stone. And that's why, subhanAllah, I think, Mr. Sabri, that's why the religion of Islam deals with this point, that it gives you things that you cannot change, like the belief in Allah, the belief in the Day of Judgment, the belief in the angels, the belief in the prophets, the belief, the things that you have to do, like prayer, no question about it, you have to do it 5 times a day. You shouldn't lie. You should do some of the things. If you don't do, you go to hell. If you do them, you go to paradise. This is part of Islam, and also we have another part which you have your own choices, al-mubahat, permissible
mm.
stuff. You can do whatever you want, as long as you are not going to the like you are not violating
True.
anything. You're not violating anything. To violate, that means ينتهك. To violate,
Mm,
you're not violating anything that's permissible. That's allowed. You can do this. So uh, I think that this is the way I see Islam. Like both of them, you have things. The as they say, they are written on stone. You cannot change. To be written on
mm,
stone, that means you cannot change them. Even if they say, well, we have to be modernized, the Islamic world. We have no. You cannot change this. We always believe in this, and this is always the truth, whatever happens. Okay,
mm,
but we have also the other part of this, which is that there are things that are changeable, that you can deal with them according to the needs, according to the your goal, according to uh, even some of the companions. They have different opinions about things that govern the lives of the people. Even four of the first caliphates of the Islamic nation, Abu Bakr, Umar, Uthman, Ali, may Allah be pleased with them, all of them were chosen to be the leaders of the Muslims differently. Everyone was elected in a different way. It's
mm,
not fixed on stone. What is fixed on stone is shura, consultation, choice by that everyone has his opinion, and we see who wants the leader. This is something fixed. We have to do this. We don't have kings in Islam. But the other, this is the fixed in stone. But how to do it, that's not fixed in stone. Like Umar ibn Khattab, may Allah be pleased with him, Sayyidina Umar, he chose 6 people, and from
mm,
them the Muslims will choose, right? Um,
mm,
Abu Bakr Siddiq, Umar ibn Khattab said that you go and become the leader, and the Muslims said, okay, we agree, we want him to be, okay. And then Ali ibn Abi Talib, from the rest of the 6, everyone was different. Every one of them was different. It's not the same way. You don't have to have like the same ways of the like having 6 people and you choose between them. Maybe one is going to be say, I want to be the leader. They say yes. Maybe they choose him like the companions did with Abu Bakr Siddiq. They told him, we want you to be our leader. So and that's it. So I know that it changed the topic a little bit, but anyway,
mhm.
next time, like
No problem.
don't hesitate, Mr. Sabri, to talk. He was a former, it was the teacher of your son. The son's teacher was a foreigner from America or Britain, or was he a Saudi Arabian?
Uh, From I think South America, right?
Uh-huh.
Mm.
So he's not native.
Not what? Sorry?
He's not native. To be native, that means you are from the country that speaks English, like America, Britain, Canada, Australia, New Zealand.
I don't catch. Not. Can you write this? Not what?
And not native.
Not native.
Yes,
Native. Yes.
yes.
Native. This is يعني native. What's the meaning of native? Origin.
Um,
يعني.
yes, original. Native
Mm,
speakers of English, when you know, when you see some of the posts, some of the vacancies, some of the jobs that are in the internet, so you see that they want native speakers of English. What
mm,
I mean by this is that they want Americans, they want British people, they want Canadians, they want New Zealand people, they want Australian people. So
mm,
to be native, this is the first language of those people. The mother
mm,
tongue. The native people, they have the mother tongue is let's say Native Americans or the Americans, Native American, they talk English or speak English, talking English. That means this is the mother's tongue, okay?
mm,
And
mm,
we say this first language or mother tongue.
mm.
Uh,
South America considered
no,
this is not
no,
not
no,
native.
they are not natives. No, no, no. South America,
Mm,
this is second language.
mm,
Mhm.
mm,
No, no, no country in South America speaks English except Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico is from Central America, in the middle
mm, mm,
between North America and South America. So if he is from Puerto Rico actually is part of the United States of America. If anyone lives in Puerto Rico, is a Puerto Rican citizen, he has the American passport automatically.
what this citizen? What is what?
Puerto Rico, yeah, Puerto Rico.
Mm,
Yes, Puerto Rico, I think it's written like this, Puerto Rico. I,
I don't uh, I don't know this.
no, it's very famous in Central America.
Mm,
Yes, this is Puerto Rico.
mm,
Let's see if there is any picture of it. Let's get a map.
mm, mm,
Now, we want the full map image. Okay, this is Puerto Rico. Yes,
mm,
it's here.
mm, mm. Only
USA.
this citizen speak English.
Yes, they speak English and also Spanish. Most of South America they speak Spanish, except Brazil. They speak Portuguese.
Mm,
Brazil they speak Portuguese. Puerto Rico they speak also Spanish, but they speak also English.
mm,
So, and anyone who's born in this country, he is an American citizen.
I don't know why, because this all of this USA. Why
Yeah.
don't speak
So,
why
okay,
don't speak English? I don't know why.
it's part of America. Do you know this part here? I'm putting my cursor on, Mr. Sabri. This part is Alaska. This part is
Mm,
part of the United States.
mm,
America here, Canada here, Alaska here. This
mm,
Alaska, this is one of the biggest states in America. By the way, they purchased it. They bought it from Russia. It was a Russian state. It was owned by Russia, and America took it. They bought it by money. They purchased it. This is part of this. America has 50 states, okay? 49,
uh,
49 inside USA, and this is the
mm,
50th. And this
mm,
is not considered the 51st. It's not the first one, like the number 51,
mm,
but it is considered to be anyone who is, um, born in it. It's considered an American citizen.
mm. I understand. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, let's go to the file, Mr. Sabri.
Mm, mm.
Okay. Um, let's go to this. Can you read, please, Mr. Sabri?
Read.
Yeah, please.
Conversation time.
Yes, yes. From here, one argument put forward. This is we could continue what we left from the last time about should university education be free?
Mm, mm. Okay. Uh, one, arg- uh, one argument put forward in favor of charging students is that education is becoming more expensive to fund to fund to fund as universities grow in size. Consequently, consequently,
Yes.
making con-
Yes, yes, please continue, Mr. Sabri. You're right.
mm, making students pay may maintain standard and ensure the quality of the teaching.
Okay. One argument put forward in favor of charging students is that education is becoming more expensive to fund as universities grow in size. Consequently, making students pay may maintain standards and ensure the quality of the teaching. Okay, so what did you get from this paragraph, Mr. Sabri? What did you understand from that?
Mm, I got the meaning of the if the of the education will be uh, uh, with expensive with a lot of a lot of money. This will cause that the students will leave this education or will not interest in this because they will um, cost them. No, I think no.
Mhm.
They, they will they will pay
Mhm.
a lot of money.
Okay, let's see here, Mr. Sabri, how it goes. They're saying one argument put forward in favor of charging students. What's the meaning of charging students? To make them pay, right? Like that's why you hear when you go to a restaurant paying the minimum charge. So charging, that means you make somebody pay. So he's
Mm.
saying one of the arguments in favor of this, in favor of something, what does that mean? When I say in favor of,
In
support,
favor of. Mm,
means it supports. I'm in
mm,
favor of, let's say, president, and I say the name of the president. That means I support him. I'm in favor of democracy. I'm in favor of Islamic ruling. I'm in favor of eating healthy food.
mm,
Okay?
المفضل لدي أو
يعني, that means I'm supporting. I support. I'm in favor of um, marriage and not befriending or having friends from the opposite gender without marriage. That means you're supporting this concept. You are with
mm,
this
mm,
concept. Okay, so he's saying one argument put forward. When you put forward something, that means you are explaining it by evidence. Like, what if you have a presentation in your company, Mr. Sabri, and you want to talk to them about something that maybe, let's say, you want to increase the amount of any product. Okay, so you say, okay, I'm going to put forward my arguments, or I'm going to put forward my idea. That means you're going to show it. If you put forward, that means you are showing it. You're
Mm,
explaining it by showing the details.
mm,
Okay. So he's saying that this argument put forward in favor of charging students is, okay, they want to charge students. The beginning of this sentence, they want to make students pay money. Why?
mm, mm.
Because the education is becoming more expensive to fund.
To fund.
Yes.
What's to fund?
Okay. I'm going to give you examples, Mr. Sabri, and you try to guess.
Okay.
Uh, the president, the Egyptian president, okay, had to have a very high amount of funding for his campaign, or we need to fund our projects to make,
دخل.
okay, close to it. That's very close. We need to fund our project to make it succeed.
Mm, يعني pay money or what يعني أو you have budget for something what.
Yes, exactly. To fund, that
Mm,
means to finance something, to fund, to pay money
mm,
for them. If you say, like, you're talking the company, you're telling him, well, we cannot fund this product because nobody wants it, or the demand is so low. Okay, so we cannot fund it. We don't want to pay for it at all. Okay,
mm,
so he's saying that the universities are becoming so expensive to fund, to pay money for.
mm,
Okay,
mm,
why? Because universities grow in size. You need to increase the buildings. You need to make the offices bigger. The auditoriums. The auditorium means المدرج. Auditorium.
mm,
Auditorium. The auditorium
mm,
to make it bigger. The so you need to have labs and so on. So these things, they need funding. So after he said this sentence, he said consequence.
عليكم السلام. لحظة بعد إذنك.
Of course.
Mm. But I need one copy. Hmm? By 1 minute. لحظة واحدة بس. I need one copy. لا I need ممكن أعرف؟ ممكن يكون كوبي؟ I will you write after you give me. No problem. Give me one copy. Where? Upstairs? Do you need this? Only? Give me this. You need, you have no, no, nothing. Hey. خلاص. I will get you. I with you, huh? السلام عليكم. Sorry.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
I'm here now with you.
Yes, Mr. Sabry, I'm with you. So consequently, we said consequently. After saying the first sentence, he finished it and said consequently. This word means based on what we said, or based on that. As a result of this. As a result of, that means consequently. As a result, consequently.
That's why.
Yes. That's wise. So. Okay. And consequently, by the way, when you say the consequences, عواقب, the consequences of my actions, you have to pay for the consequences of your actions. That means I have to, if I do something negative is going to happen to me. If you do something positive is going to happen to me. So the consequences. Okay. So he's saying consequently, making students pay may maintain standards.
May maintain
standards. That means the levels, the high level, the level of education. To maintain, that means to keep. Of course, you know, as an engineer, Mr. Sabry, that there's something called maintenance. Okay, to maintain, that means you want to keep the same standard, you want to keep the same level. And ensure, which means to make sure that is the same thing. To make sure that the quality is to ensure. Like to ensure that I understood the lesson, I revised it. Okay.
To ensure that A and I don't
to ensure that I understood the lesson.
I understood the lesson. I revised it. Okay.
To ensure, that means to make sure. To make sure that. The lesson, I revisited it. So he's saying to make sure that the quality is the standard.
Yes. But this mean you're not equal, not equal the mean that I understood.
Yes.
Yes, yeah, this is another thing. Okay.
Okay. This is, you mean from the beginning you understood that the saying people are not going to go to the university if we raise the prices, if we raise the fees. Okay. One of the things that can make it easier for you to get the whole message from what is written, Mr. Sabry, is try to understand from the first sentence. Charging students, to charge, that means to make somebody pay.
Hello?
Yes, Mr. Sabry.
Yes, okay.
Try to link between them.
Link, yes.
To fund universities grow in size, consequently making students pay, may maintain standards. Like maybe he is not in favor of making free education then. So he's against making free education.
Mm.
May you read it again, please, Mr. Sabri? Read this paragraph again.
You need?
Yeah, yeah. May you read it, please?
Read, yes, okay. Um, uh, uh, One argument put forward in favor of charging students is that education is becoming more expensive to fund as universities grow in size. Consequently, uh,
Consequently.
consequently,
Yes, consequently.
consequently, making students pay may maintenance standards and ensure the quality of the teaching.
Okay, ensure, not
Ensure.
include. Like when I say to somebody, may you come with me and eat breakfast with me? You're gonna say sure, not sure. Sure,
Mm,
sure.
sure.
We say sure.
Yes.
It's not sure, it's
Mm,
sure.
mm,
Okay,
mm.
I'm gonna say it again. One argument put forward.
Argument.
Argument.
Argument. Argument. The point of view. Point of view or what? Argument.
Yes, exactly. If I have an
Mm,
argument, that means if you say, "Oh, my argument doesn't make sense," or your argument is correct, or your argument is wrong, that means you can say your opinion that is, um, you can say, supported by your evidence. Not only an opinion, it's opinion and also supported by evidence. Maybe this
mm,
evidence is right or wrong. It doesn't matter, but it is an
mm,
opinion. Okay, that is supported by evidence. Um, so it's one argument put forward in favor of in favor of charging students is that education. By the way, it's not education, it's education. You say like j, very small j, very small j.
mm.
Education to
Not
educate.
not not D.
No, it's not education, it's education. It's like you're saying
Edu.
very, yes,
Mm.
maybe,
Education.
yes, education,
Mm, mm,
education. That education is becoming more expensive to fund as universities grow in size. Consequently, making students pay may maintain standards and ensure the quality of the teaching. Okay, I want to ask you something, Mr. Sabri. Will you please, if you are now talking, let's imagine you're talking with one of your friends and you are trying to explain to him this paragraph but using different words or
mm,
like trying to explain it in a different way by your own
mm,
opinion. What can you say?
mm. Okay. Um, uh, the point of view of some people about the charging of the educations that uh, uh, the students should pay the money should pay the money uh, to keep the uh, to keep the education in the high level
Hmm.
uh, uh, and this required that uh, required that
Yes, this requires.
this requires
Mm.
that every student should pay a lot of money
Mhm.
to achieve this.
Very good. Very nice try, mashallah. Very good.
Mm.
Okay. So do you agree with this opinion, Mr. Sabri?
Hmm?
Do you agree with
Sorry?
this, Mr. Sabri? Do you agree with this opinion?
No.
Okay, tell me why. Did you disagree with it? What's the reason?
Because not everyone can pay this expensive service. No. Some people have money and another don't have.
Mhm,
That's meaning, and some of people will not take this service.
So you mean
They
it's
Hmm.
unfair? It's unfair. You mean this, Mr. Sabri? It's not fair?
This is not fair, yes. But
Mhm,
we can make another thing. Can
mhm,
make we can make the education in many levels, in different levels,
mhm,
high level and medium level and low level, like this. Uh,
mhm,
we can, because everyone can take this service education.
mhm. So you mean you want to provide education in different qualities?
Different qualities, yes.
Mhm.
I said different levels. Yes, that's I mean different.
You said that's I mean. You want to say here, Mr. Sabri, that's what I meant. That's what I meant.
That's what
I meant.
I meant.
Mhm.
Mean, the past of mean.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Mean, meant. Yes, that's why I meant. That's
Or you
what,
can
not
say
why.
this is what I
That's what
mean.
I meant.
Or this is what I
Mm,
mean. Yes.
mm. This is
Uh,
what I mean.
so you want to say here, Mr. Sabri, that we can have different levels or different qualities of education based on your financial abilities. If you're rich, you enter to a certain, let's say, college or university. But if you're not,
Yes.
another university. hmm But what if another person tells you, but that's not fair too, Mr. Sabri? What if I'm a very successful, intelligent, and hardworking person, but because it happened that I am not rich, so you are stopping me from having a high quality education. I want to have high quality education too. How can we respond to this?
1 minute, please. Telephone number. Thank you. No. Sorry, I need you,
No, no, no
Mr.
problem.
Omar.
No problem at all.
Mm, mm. Sorry, last thing. What you say?
We
What
are saying,
you said? What you said?
what
Yes.
did you say? What did you say in the
What
last
did you
sentence?
say?
Mhm.
Mm.
What did you say in the last sentence?
Mm.
Okay, so I was saying, Mr. Sabri, that what if somebody tells you I am a very intelligent, very hardworking student, and I want to go to the high quality education, and because I don't have any money, I can't. So is this fair?
You don't have money. That's you need what?
Uh,
You need high level and education.
yeah, I want to go to a high level and high quality educational.
Mm.
like Cairo
mm,
University or something like this. Let's say Cairo University is the top high level,
mm,
high quality of education. Ain Shams is a little bit less. Helwan is a little bit less. Escandria, Alexandria is a little bit less.
mm,
But I want to go to Cairo. I'm smart. I
mm.
understand well. Um, I'm better than others who can go to the high quality education because they have money, and that's it.
Mm. I believe that يعني uh, we have some يعني we should have free education, not only education against money. We should have free education, but this in the some in the uh, محدود, but this mm,
You want to say it's step by step. You're trying to reach to this goal.
no,
Rather
I believe that we should have free education,
Mhm.
but this in the يعني is all محدود أعداد محدود by mm,
We have limited numbers. We have
yes by yeah, by limited number, because if you if we have some students that we
uh-huh.
hard يعني have good good what mm, have يعني some good people some good students and
We can say intelligent
we
students, by the way. So we can say intelligent students, smart students,
intelligence,
hard,
yes,
hard
smart
working,
students or like this. Hard, what? Hard? This I need. Hard,
hard working.
hard work, yes. This is I need. If we have some students have hard working, hard working,
Yes, hard working students. Yes.
hard working students, they can catch, or they can you use this free this limited يعني free education to because uh, this is against the effort, the hard effort.
Uh-huh. So you mean
But
so you need to
after this, yes.
mm. Yeah, please
Mm.
continue, Mr. Sullivan, please. I'm with you.
What? Sorry.
I'm sorry that I stopped you. Please tell me.
Yeah.
After
Thank you.
this,
And this is with limited numbers for universities or like this. Uh, mm, if if the students is يعني, normal student, or they or he don't catch this, don't catch these universities, uh, he should pay, but
mm,
pay in money, but in the different levels. He should pay to go to if he want to
once.
if he wants, yes, if he wants to go to learn or to learn in the high level.
Mm.
He should pay a lot of money,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
because this is not his effort, because he don't catch that chance.
Mm.
أو he ضيع يعني
He lost his chance.
he lost, yes, he lost the chance of free education. That is, I believe, this
Very
is
beautiful.
my view of point,
Very beautiful. I
my
like
point of my point of view. Yes.
viewpoint and point of view. Both of them are correct, by the way. This is my point of view. This is the viewpoint. This is my
Yes.
viewpoint, both of them. But really, very good idea. I never thought about it before. So it's like the rich student is paying for the education of the poor student. Like if the poor student who is like a hard worker, he is doing his best. He didn't waste his time. He goes to the high quality education, and the one who pays for his education is another rich student who is not from the same, like he didn't do the same effort. He wasn't doing his studies as well as him. So you're trying to say this, Mr. Sabri, right? That
Yes.
the rich person is paying for the poor person. That's very beautiful. Very beautiful idea. I hope that they do it one day. That it's very simple, and it can really solve this problem of that you have to choose between free education or education with money.
Yes. Yes.
By the
Because this
way,
is the fair now.
yes, yes, yes. One second, please, Mr. Sabri. I'm going to come back, please. Please allow me for 1 minute. Mr. Sabri?
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just 1 second. I'm going to come.
Okay.
Mr. Sabri,
Yes.
I'm very sorry for being late.
No, no, no problem.
Uh,
Don't worry.
thank you so much. So, what was the last thing that we talked about? We talked about the free education, and oh, I want to say, when they tell you, are you with free education or not, you have to choose between two opposites, and you
Mm.
have to choose something in the middle. You tell this person this is a false dichotomy.
This is my
False dichotomy.
false dichotomy.
Yes. Let's
Dichotomy.
let's assume. Let's now imagine that there is a conversation between two people. Okay.
Mm.
Um, this is a mother telling her son. I'm gonna make it like a joke. Okay.
Mm.
Mother saying to her son, "So, are you going to eat your sandwich now or go to sleep directly?"
Mm.
So the son is going to answer, "I don't want to eat or go to sleep." Why did he say
Mm.
that? The mother gave him only two chances. You have to eat, then go
Mm.
to sleep, or if you don't eat, you're going to go to sleep. So you have to
Mm.
do your choice.
Mm.
So he said, "I don't want to eat or go to sleep." So what the
Mm.
mother did here is a false dichotomy. False dichotomy, that means you have to choose between those. I don't have to, but I have to. Why? Because she is my mother. That's the
Mm.
only thing. But
Mm.
if this is a choice, like let's say the government tells me we have to choose anyone. Okay, I'm not going to say the name. I want to be let's choose him to be the president, or else we will see explosions in the streets and people killing each others, and we're going to see criminals and thieves, and people are going to be we're going to have a civil war, people killing each other. Okay,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
this is a false dichotomy. We don't want you
Mm.
as a president, and we're not going to face all of these things. We don't want these things, and not going to happen because of you. So it's
Mm.
like choosing between
That's mean. Sorry. That's mean. Yeah, false dichotomy. This expression for the يعني wrong ask يعني wrong asking or what يعني
the
this
wrong
expression
question. Hmm.
uh,
You want to say
mm,
it's a wrong question? You want to say this, Mr. Sabri?
not
You want to say this is a wrong question?
a question, yes يعني this is wrong false dichotomy mean this false question or not.
Yes, yes, yes. Like a false
Okay.
choice, false choice that
Mm,
you have to choose. Like let's say false dichotomy equals I don't have to choose white or black.
mm,
I
mm,
can choose another color.
mm, mm. But in the sentence, how I can false dichotomy or only this expression only.
You can use false dichotomy for anything related to when somebody tells you you have to choose between two things and you feel that you don't have to. Like I'll give you an example, Mr. Sobri.
Mm,
You're talking with uh, a person who doesn't believe in God. Okay,
mm,
and he
mm,
tells you, okay, you have to choose between science or religion. So you tell
mm,
him that's a false dichotomy. You
mm.
don't have
I
to.
answered him.
Yes,
I can answer him that this is false dichotomy like this.
yes, this is what you said is false dichotomy, or this is false
If
dichotomy.
he ask me, this
Uh-huh.
person, if he asked me about I should I should choice between
I
religion
should
and
choose.
science.
Yeah, I should
What?
choose. I should
Choose?
choose between. Yes,
Choose,
I
yes.
should choose, or I
Choose.
should make a choice.
Mm.
Choose or should
I
make.
should choose between the religion or, and science.
Uh-huh.
I
You
can answer him. I can answer him that this is false dichotomy. like
Yes,
this,
yes, yes,
or this is only the expression for me. Okay, and I can answer this. This is
yes,
my
yes.
answer. Yes,
It
yes,
can be,
okay.
it can be your answer, and you explain to him. And you tell him, false
Okay,
dichotomy. I don't have to
yes.
choose between God and science. Or
Okay.
choosing between God and science is a false dichotomy. I can
Mm,
choose believing in God. I don't deny science. I don't say that science is wrong.
okay, okay.
Like
Now,
if somebody tells you you have to believe um, in the laws of physics or God, this is false
mm,
dichotomy. No, I believe that in God, and I believe that laws of physics exist because God made them. So it's like if you
mm,
tell me like you have to believe in the machine or you believe in engineer.
mm,
This
mm,
is false dichotomy. I believe that there
mm.
is an engineer, and I believe that there is a machine. I don't have
Okay,
to
yes,
choose.
yes,
So
yes.
this question actually of the topic that we're covering today, Mr. Sabri, about university education, should it be free? It's a false dichotomy. It's
Should university education be free?
yes, yes.
Mm,
Maybe your goal is to try to make it free, but not 100%. You are gonna make you choose something in the middle. Like your answer can make some of the people who want it to be free 100% mad. Why?
mm,
Oh, you want people to pay. They're gonna say this and accuse you of this. You say, no,
mm,
I don't want people to pay. I just want people who can pay and who have very low standards of education, who doesn't deserve to go to a high quality of education. And also the other part, the opposing people, they're going to say, oh, you want people to pay, sorry, to have free education, you want them to pay. You say, no, 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 I made some of them pay, not all of them. So both
mm,
parties, both teams are not going to be satisfied. They're going to be very mad at you. So, and you tell them, I don't have to choose this or that. It's like, I don't want to.
mm, mm.
I really liked your answer, by the way, Mr. Sabri. MashaAllah. Very nice. It can solve lots of problems. I imagine that what if Egypt did this? It would be very nice. It would be very nice because education is going to be in high quality and it's going to be so fair.
Mm.
Both of them at the same time. MashaAllah. MashaAllah.
If I can be president of Egypt, I will be make a lot of things, good thing.
MashaAllah. No, no, really, it was very wise answer. Okay, okay. So may you please read this, Mr. Sabri?
Read. Uh, in addition, it's argued,
It is
it's
argued, argued.
ar- argued, yes.
Mhm.
It is argued that most students benefit from university in terms of higher paid jobs, paid jobs. So it's fair that they pay for at least some of the cost, especially given that the majority of students attending university are from the middle classes.
Okay. In addition, it is argued that most students benefit from university in terms of higher paid jobs. So it is fair that they pay for at least some of the cost, especially given that the majority of students attending university are from the middle classes. Okay, so what did you understand from this paragraph, Mr. Sabri?
Mm, okay, yeah. Attending. Mm. Um, he said, or they said, I know, they said that against the higher paid jobs that will be in students' hands,
Mm-hmm.
they should now they should pay No, they should pay within the first. They
Mhm.
should pay
So you want to say they have to pay in advance?
in advance. Yes.
Yes.
Mm,
The
yeah.
students have
Mm,
to pay in advance. That means before having something. يعني حسب بقى الحاجة اللي احنا هنقولها.
mm.
Maybe you can say before, let's say, uh,
Before get money from
yes, before earning money.
earning money from their jobs, like this.
Yes.
Mm.
You
But
see.
this, mm,
Okay. So the you want to say that they want people to pay in advance for the highly paid jobs that they're gonna work in after graduation. What else? What did you understand from this?
yeah, at least some of the costs. They say that maybe not all of the cost. mm, Some, at least some of the costs, partially can,
Hmm. Hmm.
especially given that the majority, I don't know, majority of students.
Majority, that means the most of them. When they say majority of Egyptian people are funny, that means most of them. The
Majority.
majority of Muslims live in Asia. Live in Asia.
Uh,
Asia is Asia.
uh,
Asia. Okay.
Majority of students attending university are from the middle classes. I don't know middle classes. This is
Mm,
not
I think
good.
it's not true.
This is not sure. This is not sure. And the another thing, this is not sure for higher paid jobs. This is not sure for all students. Why he built this viewpoint about something uh, not sure, not really,
Mm,
not not fact. This is not fact. This is 20 or 30%, 20 or 30%
percent. Yes, percent.
percent. Yes, yes, percent have this higher uh, higher jobs, higher paid jobs,
Mm.
but all of not all.
But the majority, you can use here this word, Mr. Sabri. The majority
Yes.
don't earn a lot of money.
Mm,
So you disagree
okay.
with two things. Number one, that most of the students, or the majority of them, when they graduate, they are not going to earn a lot of money. And
Mm,
also, you don't agree that most of the students are from the middle classes.
yes.
Mm. They are from the lower classes. Do you think this? Sorry.
Sorry.
So do you think they are from the lower classes?
Low plus low what?
Lower. Yes. Lower classes.
Classes? I
Yeah.
don't.
He,
Sorry.
he said here that
Classes. Yes. Sorry. I don't hear. I didn't. I
I,
didn't hear.
I
Uh,
didn't.
okay. Middle classes. This is. I think this is wrong. This is not. This is wrong idea. I think.
Mhm. Mhm. So you agree that, that most of them are from the lower class, not the middle class.
Yes, because a majority of students, majority of people now, and for example, for Egypt, in the low, not in the middle or not in the high classes. That's why the students, most of students in the low level or low classes.
Mm. Hmm.
Mm.
Hmm. Hmm.
But the ten of the صعبة دي بقى. العشرة الأوائل بيكونوا من بره not in the middle or not in the high class.
You can say the first 10 students. That's it.
The 10? The
The
what?
first, the first
10.
10 students.
The first 10. Yes, okay. The first the first 10 students in low class, 90% in low classes, low classes.
So you start like this: 90%
Mm.
of the first two students are from the lower classes. Okay. So we disagreed with this argument totally, completely. By the way, if there is an argument and you totally destroy it, you can say, I destroyed this argument. You can say, I dismantled it. I
I
dismantled.
destroy, I
Dismantle.
dismantle this.
You know, Mr. Sabri, if you have machines and these machines, you want to take them apart. You want to take the machine apart.
Mm.
You dismantle it. That means you dismantle it. You make like every part of it goes away from the other part. Okay?
Mm. Mm.
Take apart, dismantle. So if you dismantle an argument is built from the like you have a premise, and from this premise you have a conclusion.
Mm.
So if you
Yes.
destroy the argument or dismantle it, that means you make the premise and the conclusion, they don't make sense. You
Yes.
destroy the link between them.
Mm.
There is another way of saying this. You can say the argument doesn't follow. The argument doesn't follow. Doesn't
Doesn't follow.
follow. Doesn't follow. That means it doesn't make sense from the premise to the conclusion. Like
Mm.
the premise is wrong. We said that it's
Mm.
wrong. The class is.
Mm.
Of
Please, I need the premise and this
course,
these words. I need the
of course.
premise and another thing. Conclusion. I know this. The premise of the arguments. This is مقدمة. This is equal.
Yes. You can say
مقدمة الإيه؟ مقدمة وجهة النظر دي
الحجة.
يعني أو الحجة طيب.
I give you an example, Mr. Song.
مم.
If we say, okay, all men are living creatures. Okay,
creatures.
creatures مخلوقات.
طيب.
Okay, this is a premise.
مم.
Okay, this is the premise number one.
All men are living creatures. Are
Living
living
creatures
creatures
مخلوقات
يعني.
حية.
مم؟
مخلوقات حية.
بس يعني إيه are living creatures؟
مخلوقات
living.
حية.
طيب. مم.
Living creatures يعني مخلوقات حية.
مم.
So number two, this is the premise here. Number two, Omar is a man. Okay.
Conclusion.
Conclusion will be Omar is a
Omar
living creature.
is one of the men or writers. Is living creature.
So this
Yes.
is a premise. This is a conclusion.
Yes. I catch it.
If this is correct and this is correct, that means the argument follows.
Mm.
It follows. I can say here the argument follows, and I can say also something else. The argument is sound. Sound. صحيحة. سليمة.
Is sound.
Yes. When I say
Mm.
like a sound hadith or sound prophetic saying, that means hadith sahih.
Mm, mm,
Okay, there is a link between the narrators. في رابط بين الرواة. So that's why
mm,
it's sound.
mm,
One after the other, one after the other. If I said something here in the beginning and it doesn't follow here, that means this argument is unsound. Unsound. That's not sound. Like the argument of number one. Let's say number one. Uh, let's say education. You have to choose between education is free or not free.
mm,
Okay. No, number two. I chose one of the two opinions. Number three. The conclusion is that you are either with part one or part two. So I say, no, this is wrong. That doesn't follow. Why? Because I may not choose number one or number two. I can choose another choice. So this
mm,
argument is not sound.
mm.
This is actually in logic. There's something in logic. If you search for this, Mr. Sabry, on the internet, uh, logical arguments. Here the premise and conclusion.
Mm,
They always give the example of the all men are living creatures, so is a man. They always give this example. Okay, anyways, so we dismantled this argument.
mm.
Okay, let's finish this paragraph or this last one.
Mm. Last but not least, yes, sorry. Last but not least, in many countries, there is a shortage of people to do manual jobs such as plumbing and carpentry. So making university more expensive may encourage people to take up these jobs.
Okay, last but not least, in many countries, there's a shortage of people to do manual jobs, such as plumbing and carpentry. So making university more expensive may encourage people to take up these jobs. What did you understand from this, Mr. Sabri?
Mm, may encourage people to take up these jobs. This is against, I don't understand, because this is against this, يعني, his view of point.
Mm. This is against what, sorry, Mr. Sabri?
يعني, this is against the last paragraph, paragraph, يعني, or the against the viewpoint
Mm.
of the okay, of the here
You
he
want to say this argument or this paragraph opposes or is against the previous argument. You want to say this?
yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay. First of all, last but not least. He's saying last but not least. The last point he wants to say.
Mm,
And when you say last but not least, you use this when you mention a point, Mr. Sabri, in the end, and you want to say mentioning this in the end or saying this point in the end doesn't mean that is the least valuable, that it has the least value or that is not so important. Like when I say, like
okay,
when I,
yeah, this equal by Arabic. لا
yes,
آه،
أخيرا وليس آخرا.
يعني مش أيوه طيب أوكي.
Like when you are maybe in a meeting and you talk to your colleague and you mention their names and you say Muhammad Adli and Ashraf Sami and last but not least Karim Abdullah. That means not because I mention him in the end, that doesn't mean that he's the less important person. It's like when in the end of the movie, the last name is the name of the director. It doesn't mean
Mm-hmm.
that he's the most important person, but he's mentioned. So it doesn't mean I have to write last, not least.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he's saying last but not least, in many countries, so many countries, there are, oh sorry, there is a shortage of people. What is a shortage, Mr. Sabri? If you have shortage
Uh,
of employment,
shortage, yes. Shortage of people. Shortage. نقص أو
how can you say this in English?
in English.
Mhm.
Shortage of people. Uh,
If you can't say it in a word, explain it.
mm,
Make this
people.
better.
People not covered something. Not covered.
Mm. So you can say we don't have enough people.
Yes.
Mhm. This is a
Mm,
rule. This is a rule, Mr. Sabri. If you don't know a word, try to explain it. Try to
yes.
like you don't. I mean, if you know another word of this word, try to explain it. So we have shortage of people. Don't have enough people to do manual jobs. What's the meaning of manual jobs?
Manual jobs. That's depend on the hand of me of
Yes,
me. Yes.
perfect. Such as means like. You can say such
Yes.
as or like plumbing.
Mm,
You know plumbing,
mm,
like the person who goes to the bathroom and tries to fix
yes.
the tub and
Yes.
the basin. And
Mm,
carpentry.
yes. Carpentry by the work of wood and
Yes,
things and the
to make like
building.
cabinets and
Mm,
chairs and desks and
mm,
closets. So making university more expensive, he's saying because we have shortage, we don't have enough people in this. So as a result of this, or as a reason for this, making university more expensive may encourage people to take up these jobs, will make people go and work in these jobs. So he means that if we make university expensive, those people who work as plumbers and as carpenters, they're not going to be able to go to the university, so they will have to work as plumbers and carpentry. Did you get it, Mr. Sabri? They want to say that if we make it hard to go to university by making it more expensive, some people are not going to be able to pay. And these people, they will have like the necessity, they have to go and work in manual jobs because they didn't have educational certificate.
mm.
So do you agree with this, Mr. Sabri?
Something I don't understand. What is the reason of what the high the more expensive will cause of mm, job
Okay. When
manual jobs
when you say so,
or mm,
when you say so, Mr. Sabri, I'm sorry that I stopped you. When you say so, that means what's coming after so is the reason.
mm, mm. طيب. So
This
making
is the result.
university more expensive may encourage make it or equal make it or what؟
To encourage, that means يشجع.
يشجع. طيب.
To push.
مم. مم. اوكي. مم. اوكي. to making university more expensive may encourage people to take up these jobs. Ah, okay, okay, okay. This advantage for him, for this point of view, يعني, this
You want to say this?
this is okay. This is okay for him, yes.
So this is a
Right?
point. Yes, this is a point used by the same argument.
Ah, yes, 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 yes. Uh-huh.
He needs you to dismantle him again, Mr. Sabri.
Mm, so, university more expensive. I think we no need no need for make the university more expensive to get these jobs
To get.
because to get these jobs, because if the education is free, also we have these jobs because some people know their mind and their effort not in learning.
Mm.
In the learning of this free, he will not he will not learn. He will
Mm.
not make effort for this issue يعني. he will his uh, his mind in another way يعني.
Mhm. You want to say, Mr. Sabri, in other words, that even if you make it free education, the quality of the education has nothing to do with these people choosing to be carpenters or plumbers. They're going to be plumbers or carpenters anyways because the way of learning is manual. It's not intellectual. It's not based on reading from books and studying and having exams and taking certificates. This is not the way they learn. And maybe some
Yes.
of the people they become plumbers because their fathers were plumbers, and their fathers were. I know some of my relatives. I know three of them. There's some. They became carpenters. Three of them because of their father. The father was a carpenter, and he had a place to do his stuff in and sell his work, and they became carpenters just because he is a carpenter, and they were rich, mashallah. They had money to go to educate, like to the school, and to go to university. Um, and the some of them they went to higher education, and some of them they didn't, and all of them they worked in carpentry and didn't work anything else.
Mm, yes.
So it also dismantles this argument because if my father has a place that I can as a business, most likely in general I'm gonna use this place for me also.
Mm, yes.
Okay, let's go to something else. Okay, let's take some phonetics.
Some.
Yes, phonics or phonetics, that means the way that you pronounce the words. Okay, the right way you say the words. So we're gonna take the sound like ah, like happen, like plans. So may you read this, please, Mr. Summary.
Life.
Yes.
Life is what happens to life is what happens to us while we are making other plans.
Life is what happens to us while we are making other plans. I want you to memorize this way of saying, Mr. Sabri. Ha, pla, ha, pla, happens, plans, because we're going to take some words that are said in this way, like add,
Ah, add happens.
add,
Add
cat,
cat
back,
back
back,
back
trap,
trap
flat,
flat
last,
flat
last,
last مش last last.
yes, scrap,
Mm, scrap,
staff,
staff, staff,
spasm,
spam,
spasm,
spasm,
stab.
stab, stab.
Okay, what is this?
He planted the plant near the fan to distract
The man.
the man.
He planted the plant near the fan to distract the man.
He planted the plant near the fan to distract the man.
Okay, what is this?
Uh, they banned the brat boy from taking tan and wearing pants.
They banned the brat boy from taking tan and wearing pants. Again,
They banned
brat.
the brat boy from taking tan and wearing pants.
The phone rang while the band drank and ran with a plan.
The phone rang while the band drank and ran with the plan.
Very good, mashallah. Okay, these are something called word pairs. So say the two words or the whole sentence, please, Mr. Sabri.
Last fan ran with the van, planned and the sand, in the
Land
sand,
in the sand.
land and the sand.
Again,
Dash,
land and in the sand.
land and in the sand. Dash without flash. What is this word?
Okay, I just made them for the to rhyme. You know, to rhyme that means يبقى في سجع يعني to make them rhyme.
Oh,
But
okay, okay.
but anyways, dash means speed. Dash speed, and also this is called a dash. This is
Yes.
slash. Sorry, this is a slash. Okay, and this is a dash. This is dash. Like this. When you put like I opener, this is a dash. And also it has the meaning of speed. Okay, flash is flash, like the flash of light. Bland, you know, when you eat something and it doesn't have any taste, it's not sugary, it's not salty. It's like you're eating something without sugar or salt. That's bland. Sada.
Not good, Yani?
No, it's sada. Without sugar or without salt.
Ah, ah.
The word okay, van is known as fan. Fan means, of course, the fan that goes around and around to for the hot when you feel hot. And also fan means um, like you know in teams they have people that love them like Zamalek, Ahli, Egypt. Those are called fans. People are shouting in the stadium and saying, "Oh, you go and like score the goal." These are fans. جمهور.
Fans, followers, يعني?
Yes.
Mm.
And not followers, you can say followers of football, or you can also say this about politicians. The fans of also Hazem Salah Ismail. Let's say we are Hazem Salah
Mm.
fan. So this is also another meaning. Okay, band. You know when there is a team that play music. One of them they play the piano. One sings. The other one uses the flute. The other one uses the harmonica. That's a band. Musical team.
Okay.
Okay. To ban, that means to stop. Like if I say I'm banned from entering America, that means I'm stopped. I can't. I can't go to America. I'm banned. Okay. Um, brat boy. Brat means naughty. Naughty.
Yeah. Yes.
Doesn't listen. Doesn't follow the rules. To take tan, that means when people go to the beach, Mr. Sabri, to wave, and some of them they are white and they want to get tan.
Yes.
The brown.
Yes.
Okay, this is distract. Distract if you are working and you hear noise and you say, "Who is doing this noise? I want to work. I can't concentrate. You're distracting me. You're
Oh.
distracting me. You're not making me concentrate." Okay. Spasm. Spasm. That means when you play sports, you play football, and you feel that the muscle is tightening. The muscle is hurting you because it's becoming smaller. It's becoming like contracting. It's like it's so painful. The muscles are so painful because of the effort that you stab to kill somebody by using or to hurt somebody by using a knife.
Yes.
Okay. Scrap, to scrap money, that means you save money little by little. Scraps of money, that means very few money, very little money. Staff has two meanings. Like in your company, you have staff
Yes.
in customer service, in engineering, in any professions is one of the meanings. Another meaning is a stick. Like Prophet Musa had a stick. They call it Moses' staff. Staff. That
Mm.
is a stick. Flat is known, of course. Flat means apartments. Sha'a. A flat means something that is not having ups and downs. Something that is straight.
Yes.
Okay. What else? Okay, I think we said all of them.
Mm.
Okay. Okay. This is a video that we're going to see right now, Mr. Sabri. I don't
Mm.
want you to understand everything about it. You just get the idea. Okay?
Mm.
You don't have to know every word because they have, of course, lots of words. But at least we want to have the idea and get some of the difficult words. So I'm going to send you the video now. Okay. I think it doesn't work, so I'm going to bring you another link. Oh, yes, it's working now.
You need I hear any only or what?
No, no, no. I sent you the link. The second link, Mr. Sabri, works.
Mm. What I should do?
Just
What?
watch it.
What?
Yes,
Mm.
watch it from your side, and after you finish it, let's have a discussion about
Okay.
it. I hope that you enjoy.
Now?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's
Okay.
just about 5 minutes.
Okay.
I hope that you enjoy it, inshallah.
Okay. السلام عليكم.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته Mr. Sabry.
في جميع الأحوال لازم تفهمني الفيديو ده تفصيلا عشان شكله مهم. But the problem I understand only يعني the main idea
Very
only.
good. This is
I
this is
don't
the goal.
understand in the
This is the goal of this video, Mr. Sabry. I'm trying to do this. Why? Because sometimes there's somebody who's talking about something that I don't understand the details about.
mm,
So I want to train you in this video that even if you don't understand the details, I can understand the message. I can understand.
The message clear in this video
Okay.
about the importance,
Yes,
the
that's right. The importance.
importance of water
What else?
and the يعني body of the body it's inside the body more than 70 percent water, and the sun every day takes some water
Yes.
from the body and from the plant and from the anything, and we should يعني تعويض مش
Compensate.
we
Yes, you
should
said it.
take
Let's compensate. Yes. Compensate.
كن
Compensate.
what mm.
This is the word.
I didn't catch. Okay, we should take this water uh, against but the sun is how against we lost
Mhm.
um,
To
and
compensate for what you lost. Yes.
and the water make يعني give us more efficiently and everything
Perfect. Like
and
what? Like what?
mm,
Water gives us
like
efficiency in what?
in the sport and the productivity and in the mind our mind in the mm,
Mhm. Perfect.
and this protect us from the some
Illnesses,
um,
diseases,
affect أمراض مش عارف some
illnesses.
ill
أمراض, illnesses or diseases.
illnesses only this
Perfect.
this
Okay, I'm going to ask you a question, Mr. Sabri, and tell me if he said it in the video or not. Did you talk about the dangers of drinking too much water?
um, but I not catch exact what he need what he want to say يعني.
I didn't catch exactly what he wanted to say. Yes.
Mm.
Okay, no problem. I'm going to go through some of the words, some of them. He said the word factor.
Factor
Yes, factors.
mm.
Do you know what's factors, Mr. Sabri? A lot of
factors lot of factors عوامل
Yes, exactly. Water composition. Water composition.
water composition water composition
Mm-hmm. To compose something that means يكونه, to form something.
yes H2O yes H2O water composition yes
Yes. He said the water cushions.
Ka?
Cushion,
Mm.
cushions. Cushions
Mm.
the joints in the bones. The bones. If you're sitting on a couch, Mr. Sabri, there's like you see pillows, right? Pillows,
When I sit on what?
a couch.
Couch.
Yes. This is
I don't understand what couch.
I don't understand what couch means.
What couch means? Yes.
This is a couch.
Yeah. You right now? Are you right now? Ah, yes. Hmm.
Okay, so this is a couch. Here you can see pillows. Pillow يعني مخدة أو
Hmm.
فوق. This is called a cushion.
Ah, cushion. Yes, yes, yes. I said cushion. Cushion. Hmm.
Yeah, it can be used also as a verb. To cushion something, that means to stop it from having a harsh or a hard surface. It stops you from having a very hard back of the couch. So he said that water cushions the bones, not to make bones like hit each other. Okay, the same meaning of lubricate. To lubricate something, that means to make it like to put water in it, not to make it so harsh, so hard. يلين,
Hmm.
lubricate. He said nourish. What's the meaning of nourish? Water
Nourish.
nourishes us. Nourish, that means to give us benefits of something like vitamins, like minerals, like proteins. يغذي.
Hmm. Nourish.
Nourish. Nourish. Cushion, you can say يقلل من الاحتكاك.
Hmm.
Okay. He said roughly. Roughly means strongly, but here it has another meaning. It means also approximately.
Yes, I noticed.
Amazing.
Roughly. Hmm.
He said moisture. Moisture. What's the meaning of moisture?
رطوبة.
Amazing. Perfect. Something watery. Compensate. Hydration. Hydration is to add water. Okay. Overall health. Overall health, that means the general health.
Hmm.
Retain. He said to retain water. Retain, that means to keep water. Notable, that means very clear or high, that you can notice. You know what? Have you noticed? It's notable. It's notable, that means it's very clear or high. Cognitive impairment. Cognitive means related to the brain. And thinking. Impairment, that means malfunction. When something functions, that means it works well. To malfunction, it doesn't work well. It doesn't work well. He said temporary. Temporary. Temporary is the opposite of what?
Temporary fix. Temporary. Hmm.
Is the opposite of permanent.
Permanent. Yes.
It means what? It means مؤقت. Happens for short time. Short period of time. Permanent happens for a long time.
Long. Yes.
Shrinks. He said the brain shrinks, becomes smaller in Kamish. He said overconsumption of water. To consume something that you use it. Overconsumption, it means overuse. Overuse. He said fortunate enough. I'm fortunate enough to be with you today, Mr. Sabry. That means I'm lucky enough.
Yes.
to
For
have access to water. To have access to water.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. ازيك يا كابتن؟ اتفضل. اتفضل. هم بيعملوا كده احيانا، مش مسألة ينفع هنا يعني، في فتاوى كده يعني على اساس الزحام يعملوا ايه ومش عارف كده، انما الاصل في العادي لا، ما ينفعش طبعا. اه 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 هنا قالوا علشان الزحام والكلام ده والظروف، انما بره الكلام ده ما ينفعش، سبته للصبح. لا لا اتفضل. ايوه مستر معلش.
No problem, no problem. So we were here to have access to something. That means you have the ability to get something. If I have access to your computer, that means I have the ability to use it. So if I have access to water, that means I have the ability to get it. Get water, because some places in the world they don't have access to water. Okay. Conventional wisdom. He said conventional wisdom said that you drink 3 or 4 cups of water, something like this. That means the general understanding that comes to the mind. The general understanding. Fine-tuned, that means it became revised.
Fine-tuned.
Yes, revised. Recommended daily intake, that means amount. Intake means amount. That is recommended daily. Range, of course, we know that range from 3 cups to 5
yes.
Okay. Beverages, any drinkable juice, water, etc. Replenish, that means to fill again, or to refill. Nutrients, something that nourishes you. Long-term benefits, you can say something that is useful for you for a long time. Optimal hydration, that means optimal means the highest or best. Hydration is, as we said, to add water, to drink water. I think we got to the end of the session, and I want you, please, Mr. Sabry, today to see the video again to watch it again after we discussed these words, and see is there any difference.
Okay. Inshallah.
Okay. I hope that you enjoyed today's session, Mr. Sabry, as much as I did too.
Alhamdulillah, thank you. Inshallah, the next time I will be better, inshallah.
No, you're, mashallah, you're doing fine. I believe that there is too much progress. I see progress, mashallah.
Hi, Alhamdulillah.
Really, really,
Thank-
I feel that you know this, Mr. Sabri. Have you noticed
inshallah.
you speak long for longer times? MashaAllah. I can see that.
Yes,
Yeah,
Alhamdulillah.
MashaAllah.
Alhamdulillah.
So, I want to make sure when is the next time of the session, please?
الأربعاء كان الأربعاء 8 كم؟ 8 ونص 9.
Here from 8 to 10 or 8:30 to 10?
اوكي ان شاء الله ان شاء الله.
Okay, from 8:30 or 8, which one do you like?
لا 8 اوكي.
8 to 10. Okay,
8 هنا 9 for KSA.
yes, 8 here in Egypt. Okay,
اوكي اوكي ان شاء
perfect,
الله.
perfect, perfect. I'm going to send you, inshallah, the video and the file right now, inshallah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Take care of yourself, please.
Thank you.
Thank you. Assalamu
See you ان
alaikum.
شاء الله. صلي.
الله يجزاك خير.